Hey guys, how are you today? We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Tasha K case. We're going to talk about Candace Dillard supporting Jenny from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and then we're going to talk about Andy Cohen finally confronting the racist remarks Jenny made, and then I'm going to come back and drag the hell out of Life is Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead. Play my intro, allow more people into the room. Girl, I'm going to give you a chance to get out. Because if you don't, you're in for it.
You're up for grabs.
Hi guys, how are you? Life is beautiful. Don't come in here with your nonsense. Okay? I'm not having it. People get so big and bad when you can't see their face. Call in. Let me drop the link. Now you got so much to say. Call in. I can't stand an internet coward. This is what you are. Don't come in here talking trash in my chat. Mods, no one gets a timeout. Straight out blocked. I don't have time for this. And who knows? It could be somebody. It could be John Yates in disguise. It could be anybody. Don't be big, bad, and tough if you can't show your face. Don't
bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here. You got so much to say.
V, now V.
You drop the link. Let's see if she come chat with us.
Let's see if she come chat. You got so much to say. Life is so beautiful. Come on up
and show your face in chat. Now, don't be a keyboard gangster. Show your face in chat.
It's one thing to be a coward in person, but anybody could be a coward on the internet. You don't have to show your face.
They make little comments and hide behind
everybody. We're making room for Life is Beautiful. Come on up. I ain't got time for that nonsense. I'm a grown ass woman.
No, but she needs to show her face. If she come up, she needs to show her face, Sharrell.
If she comes 100%. Up, sure.
Oh yeah, I doubt she come up, but I was just saying.
I'm not playing with none of these people no more. I'm really not. You get to say whatever you want as long as you don't show your face. I don't listen to anything anybody has to say unless you show your face. If not, you're a coward. And shut up.
Get the hell out of here.
You don't deserve to be heard. Like, don't mess up my chat because we got some good stuff talking today. So, and anybody in the chat, I don't have time for nonsense. If you guys think somebody needs to be blocked, just put in a name and out they go. Because this is going to be a meaningful conversation. Because this case could affect all bloggers. Let's start out with the Tasha K case, which is just came in guilty on all counts.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn. Me and Diva feel different about it. She's still a blogger. I'm a blogger. You just hate to see another blogger go through it. Even though Tasha K is not perfect, she got a bad reputation. I don't know if you noticed, we're in the same job. Mm-hmm. But people will say, well, she went too far. Mm-hmm. Well, that might be true. Were you shocked, V? Go ahead. You go first. Sorry.
First of all, I want to say what you said. I hate to see another blogger that has to go through something like this, but we all have to learn from this. All the bloggers have to learn from this, that you have to be really careful what you say and really careful in what you put out there and make sure that what you're putting out there are facts. Yeah. Because we don't want, as bad as this is, I hate to see that she had to go through something like this, but I'm sure she learned as she went through this, but so did everybody else learn. You just have to be careful. You have to make sure that what you say is 100% the truth.
Somebody just reminded me, I have to say liable, not guilty. This is not a criminal case.
Okay.
It's not criminal. You are right so much. I don't know how I feel about it. Did she go too far? Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did. Oh, go ahead, Perry.
Oh, yeah. No, I would say maybe in my mind, I think she could have, but I think we all do at times, or it's possible
that far.
But I think when she messed up,
have you ever lied?
No, I mean, but I could have said something, then find out later it was the wrong.
Oh, yeah.
My facts wasn't right. Then you say, I apologize for that. That wasn't right or something. But I think that's where she messed up. Maybe she could have took the videos down. I just apologize. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Because I'm thinking she had those choices in the beginning, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, what makes it extra, and I'll let you talk, Diva, is that Cardi B tried to settle. Listen, when somebody sends you a cease and desist, they're warning. That's a polite warning. But a lot of people have learned to ignore the cease and desist because they know it doesn't mean much. But it still means stop. That's what it means. Stop.
Right.
When God, what is her name? The makeup artist sued Katie Joy. She had sent her like 3 cease and desist. Stop. Just stop. If you're a blogger and you get a cease and desist, stop. Just stop. Because they're warning you. And really, you don't really want to tango with a millionaire.
Not at all. Like, not at all. You're crazy. So, they always say pride comes before the fall, right? She was too proud, arrogant, a whole lot of other things we can say, right? And so she just got too big for her bridges. And when you are really that, I'm going to say, for lack of a better word, and you know how I feel bad that she's going through this, but she did bring it on herself, right? But when you're that delusional that you think you're going to go up against a liked celebrity, a very well-liked celebrity, and you think you're going to win in a court of law, something's not right there. People love Cardi B. She has millions and millions and millions and millions of followers. So you really think you're going to go against her and win?
It's a lot. I mean, you don't want to see a fellow blogger lose, because then maybe the rest will start thinking whenever you say something you don't like, they could sue you. We don't want that. But she did go too far. She had a lot of outs. She could have just said, sorry, Cardi. You're right, my bad. And I'm the first. I say sorry before I even know what I did. If one of them emailed me, I'd be like, well, sorry. Because you pay in the end. And the court systems is designed for whoever has the money. You could be guilty of murder. If you get the right legal counsel, OJ, get away.
Right.
It's much more goes into these law cases than innocent and guilty. It's money, attorneys, judges. It's crazy. And she was kind of upsetting the judge a couple times, when she kept hitting the mic and like, I don't know if it was intentional, if that's her personality, but when you step into court of law, you're not in control.
She thought she was still on her YouTube channel in that courtroom. So, the way she did her shenanigans on her channel, she thought she could pull up shenanigans in the courtroom, and it didn't fly and it didn't go over. Yeah. She never came out of character. Yeah. I feel like she's the type of person where you can't tell her anything. Nobody can, including her husband and her lawyer. Yeah. And so now the judge got a slap on the hand big time. You losing millions of dollars from your family, from your husband. Like, at what point did you say to yourself, you know what? Even if I feel I'm right, I'm gonna bow down. I know when to bow down and back up and say, you know what? I apologize. You want me to stop? You want me to take every last video down? And so the money she would have lost from taking the videos down is nothing in comparison to what she's doing now. I mean, like, come on.
No, I agree with that. I mean, just like somebody just said in the chat, but when you said the OJ thing, I don't think this was a total money thing. Like they said, Cardi B came in with a lot of evidence. And just how she had set it up. When you come in with evidence like that, and then you go back and say, hey, look, I just asked this person to take it down. when you come in and show that you just was being reasonable with the person, saying, "Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You do this and that." When you blow that off, that's why I think a lot of her issues came in.
I mean, I really would have took the video down. I wouldn't have got to court to me. When I get a cease and desist, I
done.
call that person. This is what I do. I call that person because we talk a lot of trash, and we have not said anything on this channel for us to be sued about. How we feel about somebody, if we think your robbery's fake, PK, that's not grounds of lawsuit. But if somebody got that mad, and they have in the past, on my feelings, the minute I get a cease and desist, I take it serious. I call them. I say, "What's the problem? You know, it's not unfair what I said. I'm just, and usually we talk it out. And then I've gotten to the point where a lot of them, they know I have a show to do. I have to report on you. This isn't personal." So, and then some of them get to the point where they'll say, "Well, okay, you're saying this, but how about this? Don't forget this side." And I'll be like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll include that too." So you befriend them. I don't fight them. It's just a lot.
I think you said something key though, Sharrell. You said you don't take it personal. I think this vendetta, I'm gonna call it like a vendetta she had against her for whatever reason, she took it personal. She took it to a whole nother level. And I think that's why it went so far. It was like, if I ask you to stop, like, why can't you just stop? Like, you see that I'm coming to you kindly and saying stop. So you just thought you was above it all, that you could just do whatever you want and there were going to be no consequences. And now she's suffering the consequences.
Everybody wants to know, oh, Tasha's K down and out. Her channel's going to come down. How does that affect her channel? It doesn't. First of all, she has 1 million subscribers. That's a lot. Even if she lost 70,000, you still have a big influence in the blogging community. So I don't think it would do that. But it will affect it by some people because she said in court that she lies. She said it. Now,
well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying she lied. And so some people will be like, "Oh, I don't want to hear that. I don't know what's right and what's wrong." But if you listen to some of her stories, like Dennis had sex with animals, she could tell a story like no other. That's why I watch her channel. She can tell a story like no other. You don't have to have sense enough in any blog to figure out what's true and what's not true. I mean, people really thought Dennis had sex with animals. I just thought it was a funny thing to say to, how you roast somebody? Like, yeah, I thought it was funny like that, huh?
Just a figure of speech or something.
Yeah. Like, come on. But I don't think this is going to affect her channel. It's going to affect her wallet.
Yep.
But would they order her to take her channel down for a little bit as a result of all the damage that she did and the harm that she did? They said possibly $1 million and more. We don't know what the more is.
But how's that going to stop her channel? So now you got $1 million bill. You're going to break that up to the payments and you're going to get to work to bring in more money. So I don't see her channel stopping. I really don't.
I know they can order it to be taken down.
Oh,
if the judge
that's
ordered
what I'm saying. Right.
But why would a judge order someone's livelihood to be taken away from them?
Oh, because of all the damage she did and in the harm that she has caused. So you had no remorse and you didn't care about damaging someone else's life. This woman said she felt the S word. This woman said, she was really harmed and damaged by it. So you almost really harmed and damaged someone else's life. So we're gonna make you suffer. We're gonna make you take this down so you don't possibly have the chance to do it to anyone else. Because if you could get some cease and desist and you won't stop, how do we know you're not gonna go back to your channel and continue to harm and damage other people?
Well, you know what, though? So I'm not sure about the channel thing, though. I mean, you have to go back and remember, though. You say, well, to teach her a lesson. But by making her pay financial fees, for her actions, isn't that enough, though? If she had to pay her $1 million, $1.5 million, or whatever, wouldn't that be just enough on its own at that point?
If it went the other way and Cardi had a loss, I don't think the judge would tell Cardi to stop being a rapper because she damage somebody's, I don't see people getting their livelihood taken away from them because they did something wrong. I just don't see that.
a lot of people in the chat, they're agreeing with Diva. They think that the judge could rule to get your channel closed down. To be honest, I don't know. We've never been here before.
Right.
Who's the
Right.
first blogger that have, in my time on YouTube, that's been sued and lost?
Right.
To this level.
To this level,
And then
yeah.
see, there's other people now that perhaps may come out. Listen, I didn't want to see this happen to her, but the more important thing is she shouldn't have wanted to see it happen to herself, right?
Mhm.
So there are other people that may now tag on
Yeah.
that has been harmed by some things that was said that she did. I could name a few stories where people really, they lost their livelihood as they knew it because of things that she said on the channel. You know, one of them was that relationship guru. So there are other people that can now come behind and be like, listen, you know, maybe what if they happen to show up at the sentencing and say, listen, she destroyed my life too. It's not a good look.
This is what you're saying, V. YouTube can terminate the channel based on the court case. Defamation violations, community guidelines. So that's what everybody's talking about. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, though, nobody knows.
Right.
I mean, what's going to happen? You know, we could speculate and stuff like that, but it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And just like somebody said in the chat a few minutes ago, you all talk crap. I mean, yeah, we do. But sometimes you got some serious crap you might say, like somebody having a bad disease or, you know, something like that. Because really in our life, we all just talk crap, whether you're on a YouTube platform or not. You do it in the chat, you do it in your home. So, you know.
But you know,
YouTube.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Diva. To me, YouTube can say you can't do this, you can't do this. This is the guideline, that's the guideline. But I ain't seen them stand up to it.
They pick and choose, right? But
this is a big case.
Yeah, it's a big case. Here's the thing, Sharrell, right? Talking crap may be based upon a show you watched and all of that, and just coming up with outright lies. It is two different things. Yeah. So yeah, people say we talk crap, but we talk crap based upon something we watched and saw the person do, and then we may elaborate on it and give our opinion. But we didn't come up here and say, well, Candace drug her mother down the street and did this, that, and the other. We didn't add to it something that we just made up. And I think that's what people got to understand is the big difference. Yeah, you can talk crap, you can give your opinion, but hers was a whole nother level of saying this girl had STDs, and was a prostitute and a whole bunch of other stuff. We never did that on here.
Let me read this really quick. Candace did not support Jenny. The title is live. This live is wrong. Please stop this. No, Candace did support Jenny, and we'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna let Nina talk because I know you got a lot to say. Nina, what do you think? Well, first of all, address this question. People are saying that Tasha K and her husband testified against each other, and this might damage their relationship. Don't you think that was a part of their tactic, like to have one of them have? Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I think that was a part of the game, and they didn't play it well. It's either you gonna dribble the ball or you gonna shoot. And Cardi B showed her you need to shoot when you playing with me. What she said was, I just couldn't. Don't do that to people that don't think it's gonna come back on you. Now, do I believe her channel's gonna get taken down? I don't, but I don't know because I don't know how all of that YouTube blogging stuff. Because I'm kind of like V-Nim, you know, like if it happened to Cardi B, could they stop her from rapping? You know, sort of like that. But I don't know. But Tasha K has been doing this for a while. Karma hit her hard in her ass. You can't do this. Blogging is one thing, and telling, you know, stuff about what's going on with the housewives or 90 Day Fiance, you know, our opinions, and you show the banner. I don't never see Tasha K showing no dang on banner because it be her mess. I remember when Kwame Brown came and had an interview with her, and he said, first off, people have been telling me don't interview with you because of the type of person you have been. But she was so cool, calm, and collected because she knew that he was an ex-big basketball player that he was gonna get her if she came out of character. So she did what she did. She shouldn't have messed with Cardi B. Cardi B is everybody's favorite. Heck, I didn't even like Cardi B with the red pump thing. And my daughter said, "Mom, just listen to it, just listen to it." And the more I listened to her music, I was like, wow, she is the bomb. And I love Cardi B. But Tasha K, had too many people, Funky Dineve and all them, come on your show and mess you up.
Well, so
That's
people are saying that Cardi did this as a favor to Nicki Minaj. I don't think that's necessarily true. Me personally, you could have a friend with somebody because Nicki Minaj doesn't get along with Cardi B. I don't think so. But do you?
You tell some you say tell somebody that they got some diseases and you don't know nothing about them, and this woman got a whole family and a husband. How dare you? How dare you scandalize her name like that? No.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the husband part really quick, Nina. Everybody's saying that these two are going to break up. That's just not. Do you see that, Nina?
I don't know now. I can't say, because she really has taken a whole lot. They little tactics didn't work. She has taken a whole lot. She's gonna have to pay Cardi B. She's gonna have to pay Cardi B or Cardi B's team or whoever, because $1 million ain't nothing plus for Cardi B. But when you start taking out of the mouth of your home, that brings about a big dent. Do you think blogging is really all this stuff that Tasha K does and the places that she goes? All that's getting ready to stop.
Yeah.
Even if she appeal it, it might take a while, but you're gonna have to stop doing some of the things you've been doing because you're really gonna have to pay that woman one way or the other. Put it in Culture's bank account. That's what Cardi B gonna do. That's gonna be money for Culture.
Why do you think she didn't take the plea in the beginning?
Because she arrogant. She arrogant.
Damn.
She Tasha K. She thinks she is the best blogger ever hit this side of the universe. She Tasha K. She got arrogant, like Diva said. She got arrogant. She got boisterous. She went beyond her. And I believe this is her character. This ain't something she portraying. This who she is. I watch her sometimes, but sometimes I'll be like, let me switch.
Let me bring up another person because this is crazy. Nay, what you got to say about this?
I agree with everything Diva said, and I just feel like karma hit her where it hurts. And I never watched her show to begin with. I think she lacks class. And, so I never really watched her show to begin with. Actually, I only watched a few bloggers on here. But I was thinking to myself, what type of person does she have to be to not get out of the situation before it got this bad? And if I am your partner and I'm your significant other, why do you think that it was necessary to take it this far to where now you're found guilty, you're gonna owe Cardi B all of this money, and all you had to do was just be like, you know what, I'm sorry, I take it down. What type of person, and I'm pretty sure that she has a family. Like, why didn't she think of this before it got this far?
Right.
That's what I don't understand. And I don't know. Like I said, I've never really watched her show. I saw a couple videos, but I just think she's kind of tacky. So I never really got into it. But this, this is going to humble her for sure. And hopefully she grows some humility. And, because I don't see her coming back from this. She's lost all credibility.
Yeah. She either humble herself or she'd be humiliated.
I think, though, in terms of her husband, let's be clear. They've been raking in the cash for a while, right? So he knew he married a wild card. And so it just so happened that this particular situation took her down. But there were other situations where he said, don't do that, don't touch that, don't do that story. And she did it and got away with it. She just this time bumped into somebody that had the magnitude, the time, and the money to sue her. But there were others that could have done the same, but they just didn't have the resources. So she bumped into Cardi B, who had the resources and the time and to take her down. And I think Cardi B threw some niceness away by just saying $1 million. She could have said more.
Yeah.
But she was trying to throw her a bone, and she really probably didn't even want to go to court. I don't think Cardi B wanted to go to court. I think she took her to say, listen, I'm serious. You talking about you wiping your behind with the cease and desist. I'm serious, chick. I'm going to take this all away. So she had another opportunity to humble herself and say, you know what? Okay, it's in the court now. Let me go back and calm down and renegotiate this with you. But in her mind, she thought she was going to win. I don't know how, but she did.
Well, she had a countersuit up there, didn't she? She had a countersuit. So maybe she thought that even if she didn't win, that they would come to some kind of settlement agreement.
But how you gonna have a countersuit with no evidence? She didn't have no evidence. She had nothing to show the judge in her countersuit. So my thing is this: you wasting if I'm the judge, are you really wasting my time, chick? If I'm the judge, why you wasting my time? If I'm the taxpayer, why you wasting my tax dollars? Like, come on now, it didn't even have to go this far.
Yeah. All right, Nate. Thank you for calling in.
Bye, Nate.
Thank you, Nate. He's right. I wouldn't have let it got this far. I got one more person want to say, and then I'll move on to my other stories. Sin, you predicted this. You predicted.
Sin looking cool today.
Child, look, I had to take a COVID test.
I don't know how she gonna come up.
I had to take a COVID test today. Okay. So it's more than one. It's more than 1 million. Okay, 250,000 for her medical information, and it was another 750,000. You're running into the millions, is what the attorney said. It was running up into the more than 1 million. But Tasha K, I mean, if this don't humble her, I think the judge is gonna make her take down Cardi B tapes.
Yeah,
she might do that. Yeah.
And or he may
suspend
her for a couple of years off of YouTube.
Everyone's
I don't know. She has 1 million followers. I doubt very seriously. YouTube is in the business of making money. If they let her go, that's 1 million followers going where? They don't know. So I just can't see it for some reason. I can't see her losing her channel.
Well, she's gonna have to pay the IRS and Cardi B because they said the treasury guy was in the court.
That's what I wanted to talk about. So everybody's saying that I think and she's behind on her taxes. She hasn't paid since 2018, and it's supposed that I'm not making that up.
I'm making it up.
I'm not making it up.
I know.
And I know you're shaking your head because it's getting worse. And so people are saying that the feds were in the courtroom. Did the guy that you listened to, what's his name, Dennis Byron, that guy to go to court, did he ever say that the feds were in the courtroom?
Yeah, he said on the first day that the treasurers, because she hadn't paid her taxes.
I see why you're shaking your head now. This is more trouble.
More trouble.
Because you don't play with the IRS. That's how they get every gangster there ever is. The first easiest way to go to jail is to not pay your taxes. But a lot of times, if you make payments, you're not going to go. You just break them up into payments.
Yeah, like I had to pay them $3,000. I told them, y'all, I'm gonna wipe my ass with that. I said,
okay, Stan, you ain't learned nothing.
I paid them. I better get a what they call a stimulus check now.
Allie says pride comes before the fall. Everybody's talking about her ego. All she had to do was take down the video. Now she has to pay $1.25 million.
Yep, and they said that it's not over. The judge is gonna make the determination. And they said the jury asked, do they have the right to have her take her channel down? And the judge told them that was something that they don't need to worry about. So the judge is gonna make the decision on that.
Listen to this. Yeah. Tasha K thought taking it to court would be good publicity. For her channel. Unfortunately, it backfired on her. Cardi B has over. Is this true? 15 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. Are you delusional? Exactly. Are you delusional?
Exactly. Let me take a couple more calls and then I move on to my other story. Hi, Danielle. How are you?
Hi, Sharrell. Hi, chat. I listen to you guys all the time. So, hi, I love Perry. I love Miss Sharrell and Gray Hair Diva. Hi.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that remember, I've been following it since for the past, I guess, week and a half, 2 weeks of this that they've been, in trial.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband is not a citizen, so they could come after him. Sorry, I'm getting
Are
over
you
the cold.
sure?
ICE can come after him
that's
for
right.
immigration. He's not a citizen.
Wait, hold on, Danielle.
And-
I'm
I'm
stuck
sorry.
on what you said.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
sure her husband's not a citizen? Are you sure?
Yes, Miss Sharrell. He's not a citizen, so he perjured himself. So they could come after him, with immigration.
Did someone said if he's not a citizen, where is he from? Somebody said that.
I know he's African, but I don't know what country he's from.
Nigeria, I believe.
So that's another thing. They could come after, and it's not $1 million. I know somebody was saying in the chat. It's more than
It's more.
It's more than 1 million. It's not 1 million. So, and also they can, before I leave, they can also come after her because remember she perjured herself on the stand.
Yep. Twice.
So the judge can also, come after her as far as, possibly jail time. So
And her husband did perjury too. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Both of them did.
I can't believe this is crazy.
Sharrell, the next video you have to have, and I'm not even trying to be funny, is a prayer visual for Tasha K and the husband. This is terrible. This is terrible. I mean, she need all prayers now. This is crazy. I hope. Oh my God.
And I don't know if that was a tactic with them. Who knows what goes on behind. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
I think it was a tactic.
If that was a tactic, but I mean, you threw him under the bus, and they could come after him for immigration. So, I don't know if that was a smart tactic. And also, like somebody said, there was a Treasury attorney inside the court that so they were looking into, okay, you say she was saying that the businesses or something like it's in her, I guess her husband is the president or whatever, and she doesn't have anything to do with, so they gonna be after them. The IRS is gonna be on Tasha and her husband.
Because remember, she said that she don't look at the emails. And then her husband came back and said she's responsible for the emails.
Correct. Yep.
Someone says he is a citizen. When a foreigner marries a U.S. citizen for 3 years, he becomes a citizen. I hope that's right.
I hope that's true for her sake.
I hope that's true. Yeah. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna go back down into the chat.
Hi, Danielle.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Hi, Diamond. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Sound off. This is
I just wanted to speak on the fact of this. So we have to remember that one of the biggest stories that Tasha K started with was the Cardi B interview with her supposed friend or the woman who knew her. And this is where she got the alleged STD rumors from.
Right.
But this is the thing. When you start to build a brand and you want to say that you have to choose a line between being a critic, a gossiping blogger or a blogger, and being a journalist. And she based when she started Kiwi Studios, it was supposed to be off of journalism, which makes journalistic integrity very important. And that is where the law comes in. Journalistic integrity can taint someone's reputation, because with when you're a journalist, or you're saying that you're going from being just a blogger to being a journalist.
Hold on, Diamond. Somebody said this in the chat. Tasha K just reposted Wiley Show saying she's trending on Twitter. Oh no.
She can't be that removed. The
elevator don't go all the way up to the top.
now we gotta call in help. Now we gotta call in help because she cannot be that removed.
The crazy part is that she is that removed.
Oh my God.
Diamond, do you think she would do that?
Well, they say, a lot of people really think that any publicity is whether it's bad or good, publicity is publicity.
What?
But when it does come to her journalism, because she's said it very many times.
Yeah, she was a journalist.
Shows that I'm a journalist and that I have, and I vet these stories and all of these different things, this is where things come to a problem. And the biggest problem is they're not going to be looking at Tasha K. They're going to be looking at Kiwi Studios.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
She's got to
That's
be
the
very
whole point of
careful.
having
Yeah.
a business, is because it separates your personal from your business. So she violated like journalistic integrity, which when you hear things like, okay, it's almost like even different newspapers, things of that nature, they can't print, things that are not true. They can, but they can also be cited for it as well. And Cardi B actually asked for any money that was made off of stories of her.
Hold on, I got to stop you again. She did just post that. She did just post
Absolutely. Because
What's she
this is
post?
the thing.
She
You have to
says
remember,
it's in her
these
story.
lawyers went in and said, we tried very many things before it came to us actually coming to court. We
She
tried,
lying.
we sent many different letters to her of cease and desist. So they have all of that to back up their claims. And that's where it gets different. That's where the judge takes things differently as well. So basically, you are saying that the law is a joke.
Well,
You're
this is what
wiping
she
your,
posted.
you know what,
She
with
said,
cease and
"Unwind with
desist.
Tasha K is trending on Twitter. This is everything." Oh my God, Tasha!
And this
No,
is
Tasha,
before
take it
sentencing.
down.
No,
Take
because she
it
has the money.
down.
In her eyes, she has the money. She has the money to pay for it, all of that. But we have to remember that the Kiwi Studios came, and that's when she started doing exposés and sit downs, and her image started to change, and all of those things. So she was trying to go a different way, but she also tried to take, you know what they say, you can't move into a new home with trash.
Oh Lord.
Damn.
And she bought a new house. What got
Let
me is
me try to take some more calls. Thank you so much, Diamond, for
You
calling
are
in. This
very
is
welcome, Sharrell, and you
crazy.
Thanks,
guys
man.
have a great
Okay,
day.
take care.
you
You
do
guys,
it.
Bye,
I'm just
Diamond.
gonna stick with this story since it is trending, and I got a long line. And then I'll come back later with the Andy Cohen stuff.
Hey, she said that Tasha K said damn, I forgot that quick. Oh, her husband said that she broke the R. Kelly story in court now.
AJ, do you guys know about Tasha K in England?
Yes, I'm
Do you
actually a
know about
huge.
Tasha K?
Yeah, I am sort of a fan of her actually.
Yeah.
I like her advice. She's got this YouTube channel. She got two, I think. One of them, she just gives advice and people call in, and she's pretty good actually. And she's really good storyteller, and I like listening to her. And her
You feel bad for
African,
her?
lawyer. Do I feel bad for her? You know what? She did it to herself, didn't she?
Yeah.
She should have learned. She should have learned better, but she got carried away, like a lot of people do. And I think when you're on that level, she's got like over 1 million followers, and she, goes live a lot. And I think when she goes live, there's this pressure to just keep going all the time and just, make the story bigger than it is. So I think
Mm.
she just got carried away, and and there's another T as well. She's also got a beef with Jason Lee. Do you know him?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Jason
big
Lee is
time. She
very,
put his picture up there when he was doing drugs.
Go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead, AJ.
Well, well, Jason Lee is a very, very good friend of Cardi B, and
Oh Lord, the plot
very, very
thickens.
good friend.
Seriously?
hmm
Oh
And
wow.
basically she's even trashed him on Bigo, which is like this streaming app, which is really trendy with the kids. But it's a streaming app, and he's on there, and he has this like show on there, and she's been on there trashing him as well with Milan Christopher, who's another reality TV show star from
Oh, I
Love and
know
Hip
from
Hop.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, they're all in love and hip hop.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they've got a bit of a beef on that, Bigo, and it's just carried on. And basically, Jason Lee called her, child something out of, a bad
Oh
name.
Lord.
And
Oh.
she then took it further, and it just escalated. And because Bigo, you can pretty much, it's not like YouTube. YouTube is very censored, but Bigo is not. So pretty much you can read down on that, on that stream, and people read down. It's so like, it's like you've never seen it before. It's incredible. And everybody's on it now, and they're on it because you can make a lot of money on it. But yeah,
What's
so
it
that's
called?
very interesting. It's called Bigo Live TV.
Beagle Live TV. Okay, I'm old. I don't know what that is.
No, you on it. People
Me
will guess
neither.
you. He even brought Cardi B on there too, on that live streaming.
Look
And she
how
was on there, she
AJ
got
tells the
live.
story. He goes to the side and he said, "Let me take another call. Let me see what happens." Hi, is it Adina?
Yes, it is. Hey, y'all.
Hey, hello.
Listen, I just got a couple of things to say real fast.
Okay.
I love you, Sharrell. I love you, Auntie
Thank
Diva. I love you, Cousin V. I love you, Uncle Perry. And I'm 10 toes down for y'all. Okay. Now, Tacky Tasha got everything she deserved.
Did you say Tacky Tasha?
Tacky Tasha. She wants, like, I don't know, she doesn't have any limit. She doesn't have a filter. Some people have a limit, and you don't understand that you are messing with people's lives. You're creating havoc in families and households because you want clicks and views, and it's not that serious, especially when you're lying. So everything she got, she deserved.
Well,
Because
Adina, let me push back and do the opposing side. To be at the top of your game where she is, you got to be different than other bloggers. You got to push the limit. Do you give her credit for that?
Not at all.
Oh my God.
You're at the top of your game. You're the people's champ.
Yeah.
I mean, you give people a chance to talk and say things. It's all about her. It's all about Tasha.
her.
Even her husband can't control her. She'll talk to him in the background and ask him something, and then she'll talk bad. Like, you're supposed to be a wife first.
What about Wendy Williams?
You're degrading your husband. What are you doing? Like, I don't have no respect for it. Everything she does is messy. Down to the things that she promote. She doesn't give you the full like, I tried to get some wine or something, but they didn't deliver to my state. Well, I think that should be a disclaimer that, we don't service everybody, but instead you're promoting things, but you're also losing sponsorships because of who you are and what you do and how you handle things. So I don't feel sorry for her at all. And at Life is Beautiful, not too much on my family, okay? Because I will get it.
You know what she's talking about, me? She's talking about that girl I just had to pick out.
Yeah. See, I'm the niece and I'm the baby cousin. Okay.
Thank you, Adina.
Thank y'all. Bye.
Hey, you take care.
Bye.
Bye, family. Bye, family.
Oh Lord, Corey. Hey,
Hey.
Corey. Now, Corey, you seen this coming. How did you see this coming?
I saw it because this Cardi B's not going after you unless you really telling a lie.
Oh yeah.
She's not going after you in court and put herself through this if you're not really lying.
Yeah.
And I knew Tasha was. I just knew it because Mims had did something on this too, and he had read the court documents for that day, the transcript, and the judge was like, "Hey, you really want this to come to court? You really wanted to bring this to court?"
You're saying even the judge gave her a chance to bow out?
The judge.
Wow.
He read straight from the court
She didn't
transcript
take it. She's very big-headed.
arrogant. Yes.
Very arrogant. And I think she's just, that's just the way she is, her personality. She's just.
What about this?
I think,
We gotta.
she don't
What
like
about
to
this?
lose.
Somebody said all publicity is good publicity. Can she swing this in her favor?
No.
Because she
Absolutely.
is trending right now.
No.
Yeah, of course
She
she
may be
could.
trending, but what
No.
does Cardi B's people call, like Beyonce has the beads and Nicki Minaj has the
Hers
Barbie?
are called winos.
Yeah.
Winos.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about Cardi B.
But,
The
Cardi B
Barbie
people-
gang. That's what they call. They call
yeah,
them
I
the Barbie.
think like a lot of people could come back from that. Like other bloggers like Jason Lee, he posted Beyonce's baby, didn't he, without her knowing, and
But
she
that's
didn't like
different
that,
though.
and a lot of
AJ.
people didn't like him from it. And
That's different.
And Wendy Williams, a lot of people have done like a lot of bad things or
They didn't do this.
things, you know.
They didn't do
maybe
this,
not.
AJ.
That's
So
true.
what
I mean,
makes
they
this
didn't
different,
lose the
Corey?
lawsuit.
Corey,
That's
what
the
makes
difference,
this
you know.
different?
Sorry for talking over you, AJ. I'm sorry, babe. You're
No,
so
sorry,
cute.
that's all right.
You're just so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I love every time you come on here. I'm sorry, I digress. But this is different because Jason Lee didn't talk about Beyonce having STI.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams don't go as far as saying that unless she knows it's true or have an inkling or can get to someone who thinks it's true. But this is different because Tasha stood 10 toes down in the muck and said, yeah, I lied. So what? It got me clicks and views. And she did it and she said it under oath.
Yeah.
So this is different. Jason Lee, if he's wrong, he'll come back and say, I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I
He
can
did
say about Jason.
apologize, yeah.
He is a salamander, in my own opinion. But he will come back and say, I was wrong. If he was wrong. Now he's on this new life-changing therapy kick where he wants to make amends to everybody. But Tasha K is not going to change. She's not going to change. She can take her platform other way.
Jason, you mean Jason Lee is on that?
Yeah.
He's not. You should see him on Beagle. He's not like that at all. He's very messy.
AJ, you need to be a blogger. You're getting
he
messy.
is messy. He's very messy. He's still messy though. He wants to change his life, but he's real messy.
And he's been trying to stop a lot of people's bags. He's been trying to stop a lot of people's bags, especially like younger, black.
Somebody's phone is loud on my
I don't know.
My daddy, he didn't do nothing.
So are you okay?
Yeah.
It ain't me.
She said,
you know what, Sharrell? I think that no, all publicity is not good publicity. You can clearly see that she didn't change because you reposted something talk about you trending now. Girl, do you realize how much hot water you in? Obviously, you do not. I mean, not paying your taxes is a huge thing. The fact that I don't know if her business or Kiwi Studios is got the LLC or proper paperwork. You can't just say, oh, this is my business. Do you have the proper paperwork for this business? So she opened a can of worms for herself. Because now they're going to start digging into everything. And this is not good news for her because what if your sponsors drop you? She has lost followers from other things. I'd be wondering to see, like, if they do let her channel stay on, how many people will really still tune in the way they did before. The reason why people tune in because she loved to say breaking story. This is the first place you're going to hear this. People did think some of it was true. But now to know for a fact, because she said it in court, that she just lies for the clicks and views, I'm not sure if people are going to go there and have the same impact.
Yeah.
But Tati Westbrook is back, isn't she, on YouTube?
Oh, what about that, Diva? A lot of people, if you
Jason, Sean Days, what's his name? Shane Dawson. All these
first of all,
racist.
AJ,
racist. But he was a racist, and
hold on. First of all, AJ, can you hear me? First of all, come out the closet. You want to be a blogger because you are getting messy.
Sorry, I'm just so messy.
Second of all, you do have a point. People have come back before when we thought they were down and out. So, and listen to this. Mac Girl right here on the screen says, I'm not turning on Tasha K. No matter what, she's got people like that. I'm not.
You're always going to have your diehards that's going to stand by you. And like I said, I told you, Sharrell, I do feel bad for her, even though I know she's dead wrong. But the difference with this particular situation here is it is in court. Okay, it is a big deal. It's a higher level. She has been found liable, and we don't know yet, right as of this moment, how much she's going to lose. She may have to, that channel, I'm going to, and I could come back and say if I'm wrong, I'm going to bet my bottom dollar, not because I want it to happen, but because they have to set a precedent and make a stand. They're going to shut that channel down.
Got too many followers.
I
It don't matter how many followers you have.
disagree
It
with
don't matter
that.
how many followers you have. You have hurt somebody, and others are going to start to
Tasha K
come out.
makes money for YouTube.
Yeah,
But
a lot of
what
money.
about
A lot of
lot
money.
of money.
She's got all
Shane
kind of
Dawson,
what do they call them? Sponsors.
Jeff
She's got
Star?
sponsors. They're not gonna shut it. I mean, Diva,
No, they're
if we
not.
toss a coin in the air and see how it turned out. But
Okay,
I'm
so
saying,
you know what, we got to take a vote. I'm
They're always
saying,
gonna be.
not because I wanted to, but that channel's going to come down.
I think so too.
I
Let me
don't
take
think
a
so.
couple more callers
I don't think
because
so.
I still got a long line. I
Yeah,
want to
I
get a
don't
lot of
think
people
so.
on. Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
Can I
Yeah.
just say one thing before you let me go?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, AJ. I'm
Um,
going to drop you so I could hear.
Yeah.
I
All right. Fine. Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Go ahead.
I think what I think is going to happen is because she has done this with another big YouTuber. I'm not going to mention her name, but we all know who she is.
Oh yeah, she lied about her in court.
Yes, I think just because of that, we already know the algorithm for
I'm
people
going to
of
say
color.
the other blogger's name. Are you talking about Lovely T?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't know if I could say it or not.
Yeah. You're saying because she brought Lovely's T name into it that
She recorded her without her knowledge.
Mm-hmm. This is like her second strike,
Uh-huh.
and I think they're not going to take the channel because you're right. She does make a lot of money for YouTube. What is going to happen is the algorithm is already skewed for content creators of color, no matter what genre you're in. So what's going to happen is the algorithm is going to get worse. You're not going to get seen as much as you should. And it only takes that one to mess it up for everybody. And I think this is the catalyst to really mess it up for everybody.
Bunny, what do you want to add to the conversation?
I just want to say this. I am a wino. I've been a wino since day one. And I'm not here to justify the things that Tasha has said. But what is surprising to me is how everybody is waiting like on her downfall, but yet and still you guys are rooting for Cardi B. Why? Because she's married to a black man and now has a black child. She's not a black woman. And not only that, she calls black people roaches. And not only that, she calls
hold on, Bunny. Who calls black people roaches?
He's talking about Cardi B.
Cardi B. Now, y'all say that everything, she got guilty on all accounts, but everything that she said was not a false, hun. Because if you go back to Cardi B's own videos, out of her own mouth flowed that she used to do X, Y, and Z, used to rape men, bring transsexuals with her. They think that they about to have sex with Cardi B. She drugs them. Out of her own mouth, she says this. Now, how can y'all say, okay, yeah, Cardi B's this, she's wonderful, she's this. Oh, she helped some people in Brooklyn. She gave some money. Bad people do good things all the time. How are y'all so quick to forgive and forget the racist things that have flowed out of her mouth? There is nothing that Tasha has said, nothing that is worse than calling a dead black baby, a dead black child, a monkey, and telling us. The mother just talked about Cardi's teeth. Cardi went so
Bunny,
deep.
let me push back. Let me push back a little bit. You're saying that Cardi B has a slew of things, bad things that she's done too, including I heard that interview when she said she would steal from men and dope them up. I heard that. She did say that. But how are you?
Did you also see her comments that she left? I mean, you can look them up. I mean, it's on the internet that she left where she talked about that black woman and
but
talked about
if you're talking about one crime and she's saying I do not have herpes or whatever it was, it's herpes. I don't have herpes. How do you forgive that?
No. We're not talking about that. There was a woman that was talking about Cardi's teeth. Cardi said. Cardi went as far as she goes. She went through the woman's pictures, found a picture and posted this woman. Now, see, Cardi's gonna open up a whole can of worms for herself because Cardi has
that's not my
done
question.
the
Listen to my
same
question,
thing.
Bunny. How can you compare the two if we're talking about one subject?
That I'm getting to it.
Is it fair to say, well, you did this wrong in your history too?
I'm getting to it, yeah. So,
Okay, go ahead.
what I'm saying is, by her suing Tasha, she has opened up a whole can of worms for herself. Because now what that woman can do and say is, Cardi B is a public figure. She hurt my feelings. I had people coming after me because she was saying all these bad things about me. She messed up my mind mentally and had me mentally. This woman can come back and sue Cardi for that.
Okay, then let her do it.
Hold on. Not only her, not only did Cardi do it to her, but Cardi has done it to plenty of Black people.
Then let them do it.
That's
then
what
let
I'm
them
saying.
sue her.
My whole thing is, how can y'all be so for Cardi B? Everybody,
I never said I was for Cardi.
I'm not talking about y'all this up here. I'm talking about
y'all
that's on the panel. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments. They want to see Tasha's downfall and they want to see Cardi rise. But how can you want to see one person rise and one person fall? And to me, there was nothing that Tasha said could be said that was worse than you saying calling Black people roaches and monkeys.
She married to a Black man. Her baby's Black.
Yeah, she's married to a Black man, but how many
and
white
Cardi's
women?
also Afro-Latina.
How many white? That is.
Well, I think let me transfer what you're saying, Bunny. You're saying this is no good for everybody.
She is Afro-Latina.
No. Have you seen her parents?
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, guys.
She's still Afro-Latino.
She did.
Bunny, are you saying this is bad for both parties? And it's sad that it got to this point. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying yes, it is bad for both parties. But what is shameful to me is that how you all don't see the same playing field here. Like, excuse me, Tasha had saw what she had, these terrible things that Cardi was saying about these people, and she even commented in some of the video, in a lot of the videos. A lot of the videos, Tasha was angry about the things she was saying about Black women and Black children. Just because somebody says they're Afro-Latina does not mean that they're not prejudiced.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Bunny. Do you think it's over for Tasha?
No, I don't. And I think I actually think that Tasha's gonna go up from here. And I'm not gonna speak bad on her channel or speak death on her channel because of this instance. The same way y'all speaking life for Cardi, I'm gonna speak life for Tasha. Matter of fact, Tasha is going to be even bigger and better than she's ever been.
Now that right there is true. People can bounce back. We don't know. We're all speculating.
Let me just say this, Coco Bunny. I think that everything you're saying about Cardi B can be true, right? I heard some things. I didn't hear everything you were saying. But I think the thing that you have to understand is when you have a platform, when you have a voice, Cardi B might have said it in a post, and maybe the post lived on for maybe a day or two or a week or two. But when you have a platform and you're doing video after video, and then you are asked to stop, and you don't stop, that's where she should have looked at it and say, okay, I'm going in the wrong direction. So I know you said it wasn't us. So I'm not here. I said it and I'll say it again. I felt bad for her. I don't want to see her downfall. But you know what? Everything we do, there's a consequence to it. And you have to face up and live up to your consequence. Now, if you're given several opportunities, that was probably, I'm going to say for me, that was God talking to you.
And how many times has Cardi done?
But wait, Coco Bunny, if the judge is saying to you, do you really, the judge, a man of the law that has been doing this for years is going to say to you, baby girl, do you really want to continue on with this? And you're going to say to a person that's been in this profession for years, you're going to go ahead and continue on? Well, come on now.
I'm not here to justify anything that Tasha has said that what may have been wrong. All I'm saying is that both of them have said things and done things maybe they shouldn't have done. But to me, There is nothing that Tasha has ever said about Cardi that is worse than the things that Cardi has said out of her own mouth about people on the internet. Cardi has been a troll too. And she
Well,
was,
Let me
say this.
Tasha K lawyers have failed. But wait, that's where Tasha K's lawyers have failed. So if what you say is so true, then her lawyers should have said, look, you're trying to tell my client that she was dead wrong, but let's deal with what you said and what you have done and
her
how
lawyers,
you have hurt people.
Tasha's lawyers have failed her in so many ways that I cannot even count. Do y'all know?
Now that we all can agree on.
Yeah, she had a family attorney.
Herpes. Do y'all know that the only thing she has to do is take a medicine, and if you take a test, herpes will not show up? Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that it won't show up? Rich people can get all kinds of medicines they can take, and then they can keep taking herpes tests. And guess what? If they're not having an outbreak, guess what? It does not show up. It's gonna show up negative. Every time.
Okay, let me say
Corey, hold on. Okay.
Her lawyers are stupid.
We all can agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to end it here though, but thank you for standing up and saying how you feel.
Thank you for letting me up here.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Be blessed.
You too.
Bye. Let's bring on another one. We got so many people, y'all. Hi, let's see what your name is. Hi, Perfect. Sound off. What did you want to add to the conversation?
Hello, how you doing? Thank you so much for bringing me on. I just want to say this. I had a case on my job at one time when I had a vicious lie being spreaded about me. So I'm not necessarily a Cardi B fan, but I rejoice in the fact that she was able to get some type of retribution to these vicious lies. And there's many people out there that have been lied on, you know, that have been defamed like that, talked about. And what was said was just so hurtful and so nasty and disappointing. Now, I'm happy for the fact that she won the case. Okay? That's what I'm happy about, that she won the case. And there's many people out here like her who didn't have the money to take somebody to court. You know, so it's like a victory. It's like a victory for me, even though I'm not Cardi B, but it's a victory for me because of the fact that they were able to do something about this viciousness, this ugliness, you know, to defame somebody, to hurt somebody's reputation. Okay? So that's why I'm happy that she won. Now, as far as Tasha K is concerned, Tasha K can redeem herself. Tasha K can grow from this. Tasha K can overcome this, you know. But sometimes when you do something bad, you have to turn it around. Just turn it around. Just get out of it. Stop being so nasty and disrespectful, and stop gloating, and just turn it around. That's all she has to do. She has a lot of followers. People still love her. People still like her. Just do better. That's all I have to say. Just do better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your call. Take care. Oh, I still got a lot of people. Let's take another.
What Camilo?
Can you hear us now, Deandra?
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Sound off. What did you have to say?
I have a very loud voice. I'm sorry. So really quickly, I'm going to be real quick because I'm in a car and driving.
Okay.
I wanted to just piggyback off of a little bit of what the Coco Bunny said. I agree with every single thing that people are saying. I think that we are raising extremely good points. But I do want to say that, yes, the comments to me are a little bit disturbing sometimes when a Black woman is going through certain things. And I feel like in the Black community, we tend to be a lot more harsher on each other in terms of redemption. And we tend to encourage it by when we cover it and just keep on talking crap about it. I just have felt some type of way about all of the streams that I've seen on my newsfeed. Not you, but there's been a lot of like rejoicing in the downfall of Tasha K, who is one of the YouTubers who is on her game. She's like up there, definitely going to set a lot of precedent for things moving forward. But I feel like I am more rooting for her learning from this and changing with the huge platform that she has, with the millions of followers. I am definitely not on the side of like, yes, her demise, she's down, she lies. Listen, I listen to all of the bloggers. I like tea. And I will tell you one thing right now. I never believed half of the things that Tasha K was saying. You can decipher whether or not she is telling the truth or not sometimes. It's not that hard. I do understand that not everybody is like that. And therefore, Cardi B probably caught the tail end of that. But at the end of the day, I am more about the come up than for someone who's already got millions of dollars in the mansion, who I do like because she is a whole mood for certain times, but she is a caricature of a Black woman. Now, I am an islander. I will tell you that, okay? I am from Bermuda, and I rep being Black. I don't go around telling people I'm Hispanic or I'm this or I'm that when I'm this, whatever. So in the comments, I do see people like questioning Cardi B's Blackness. I'm not going to make it about that. Who cares about that? But what I care about is our ability as a community to take these situations and learn from it and encourage each other to do better for the sake of us all. I don't want to see a big blogger get taken down and just ruined because of her mistakes. Yes, she said, yeah, I did it for clicks and views. I'm glad she told the truth. She was under oath. That is probably the truth. But we have to also understand that so many people on YouTube do that. So many people are guilty of that. They just don't get taken to court on the scale that she just did. She is the example that they're going to make an example out of. But let's remember, though, let's treat our people in our Black community the way the white people treat Logan Paul, okay? He went and took pictures of people already hanging themselves, and he just made money off of boxing and things like that. Like, we still have to leave room for redemption and for people to be able to change. And I feel like instead we should be saying, Tasha, I hope you learn from this. Tasha, I hope that you clean up your platform a little bit with the millions of viewers that you have. Now, also, people, I do want to reality check. Nothing's going to happen to Tasha K. Tasha, I hope that she does not continue to garner views because she just says outrageous things, which is what gets views nowadays, unfortunately. When you look at TikTok, when you look at all that stuff, people like negativity. I don't think she's going to lose her viewers because of, even if it comes out that she told lies. That's not what's going. She already has the viewership with all of this scandal going on. I see her little posts and they still have over 1 million likes and stuff like that. Oh, Tasha, we support you. So that's not going to go away. But what I can hope is that the criticism that she is receiving is going to make her do better and not keep on doing what she's doing. If anything, she has two choices. She's going to keep on doing what she's doing and get better at doing it.
Yeah.
Because now she knows how to cover her tracks. She's going to just say allegedly a lot more and whatever else. Or get somebody else to come on and do her lying for her. Or she's going to really, really listen to what the community is telling her and hopefully go for, you know what? With this platform, I could do so much more. Maybe this ain't it. Maybe I'm just going to do better and be a better reporter and learn from this. Because at the end of the day, I do not wish any ill will on her. That woman just had a baby. She has a daughter, and I don't care if her husband's an immigrant or whatever. They're a Black family. Like, I do not want, I am not here for their demise. I want to see them do better, make an example out of this, and hopefully that's not a stain on us. That's just how I feel about it.
I agree with you.
And you got a lot of support. She still has a lot of supporters. The caller before you were saying the same thing. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yes. Love you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hold on, this is crazy. Tasha is an enemy to Black people, and she disrespected Tupac Shakur. Huh? She needs to go. Okay. Listen, we still got a long line. Let me take a couple more calls, and then we're out. We're still holding steady at 4,000. Hi, Neek.
Oh, hello. It's Sanique.
Sanique.
Hey, everyone. I watch you all the time. I'm so happy I'm finally on here.
Thank you. Sound off. What do you have to say about this?
I want to say, first of all, like with the whole Tasha K, as far as her having her 1 million subscribers, but do you know the way she got those subscribers was by having a video, that video of the Star Marie girl with the interview. That was literally, if you search Cardi B's name, that video would come up. So this is really a way that she got all of the subscribers that she has. But when it comes to what she did and this whole verdict coming out and her having to pay Cardi, this isn't, to me personally, about a race issue at all.
Right.
I totally understand the Black woman, Cardi's Dominican. I get it. What Tasha did was awful. I saw the videos. I watched Tasha K. And then it was to the point where I would be like, you know what? Like, she's just doing too much. She's saying she's just going too far with this Cardi nonsense. It came off as like she was obsessed with her. And this is, it's more than just saying, oh, I had to lie to get views. No, she really went and tried to destroy this woman's life by just lying and just constantly just ripping her apart every chance that she got. She literally just kind of stopped doing it, I guess, before the trial started. But she was always coming at her. So I think this verdict and her having to pay is very much needed. And it needs to be shown that people, you cannot come out here on these platforms and lie just to get views or to get likes. That's just, it's not fair. Like, it's not fair to anyone.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Thank you for calling in. I'm trying to get as many people because people want to talk. So this is the platform, trying to get as many people as I can. Thank you, Stanika. I appreciate the call. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's take another one, guys. Hi, here for Cardi B. Whose side are you on?
As you know, here for Cardi.
No, I'm just kidding. I know. Sound off really quickly.
You know, I have listened to Tasha K on many occasions, and you know, I'm not really sure. To me, it just felt like the caller just said, she was really trying to ruin Cardi's life. So when we're sitting here and we're saying, oh, the Black family.
But let me push back a little bit. If you're in the public eye, aren't you expected to have people talk about you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about someone, reporting information is one thing, but when you are doing investigative discovery type mess that Tasha was doing, and knowing that it's a lie, when Cardi had reached out to her and said, hey, let's take this down, they could have handled this without going to court. But Tasha wanted to play hardball. She wanted to act like the ball was always going to be in her court, and that she was the big draws. And that's not it. When someone is telling you that this is not factual, let's handle this, take this down, and you're saying, I'm not taking it down, because that's where you're making your bread and butter. When the consequences come and you have to pay for that, then that's what you have to do. You have to pay for that. Period. Okay?
Period. Yeah.
Period. There you go.
Okay? I love you.
Thank you. On that
anyway,
note,
go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, that was it. You know, I mean, I love Cardi because one thing about Cardi is she has come from the very bottom, you know, and I think that's why her rise is so meteoric, because we all feel like we all know someone like Cardi, or someone in our family who, you know, had a vision and wanted to do better, and she beat the system. You're saying she really did it.
She's one of those rare success stories.
Yes.
Rose from the concrete. Don't take that away from her, Tasha K. That's what you're saying?
Yep. I mean, she literally was at the bottom of the bottom. And the fact that she is an international, worldwide mega superstar is like, how many people have done that? Not very many. And able to sustain it for this long. This wasn't a one-off. This is a continuation. I mean, she's aligning herself with great businesses. She's absolutely doing the right thing, making the best business decisions for her and her family for the future. So the fact that she can go in and said, you know what, I'm tired of being beat up on and harassed and talked about in such negative ways, without somebody having to pay consequences for it. You cannot just constantly go after someone, dog them out, know that this information is not factual, and continue to still do it after you are having, you know, the lawyers are hitting you up and they're trying to handle this. But instead, like I said earlier, you want to play with the big boys. This is what happens when you play with the big boys. Okay?
All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right.
All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. We did take calls for a whole hour. You guys are very passionate on the situation. We still have a sentencing trial to go to, so this isn't over yet. like I said, you got people calling in on both ends of the spectrum. It's a hot topic. She's trending, people. She's trending. It's a hot.
You know what, Sharrell? Let me say this real quick. I think what people have to understand, you know, whether you black, white, green, you came from Mars, you came from Earth, or whatever. If there's a situation, we should be able to address it. It's almost like I hear from some people that because she is black, we should not address the situation a certain way. We should just lean towards her and, you know, say everything she did is okay. And, you know, nobody truly wants to see her fall. But we got to acknowledge the facts, understand and acknowledge also that did she really learn a lesson? You could be retweeting and say, I'm trending now. I would be in the corner somewhere crying. I got to give up out of my bank account, whether I have it or not. She doesn't have it like that, that you could just go to your bank account and pull out 3.5 million or 1 million, and you got a whole family and your baby and your daughter and your husband. It's a debt. And I don't think a lesson was learned as of yet. That's all I have to say.
And I'm gonna put on that note because
I want to say something real quick. I think, you know, I don't want to see her fall. I definitely don't want to see her fall. I think she's at the top of her game. She's a black woman that's worked hard to get to where she is. And I think she's at the top of her game. I do hope that this has taught her something and that she will be more cautious from here on out. But I don't think that she's going to lose her channel. And I hope she remains on top.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for your super chat. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank everyone in the chat. You guys were very opinionated. Don't forget to click those like buttons on your way out and leave comments in the comment section. This is a hot topic, and as Tasha said, she's trending, baby. So let's talk about it. All right, let's say bye on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye.